So it's time to replace your broken DJI air unit lens. Well, stick around, I'm going to show you how. So yeah, I lost signal while I was flying in the mountains and broke my lens. So it is noticeable through the goggles, it's pretty foggy, looks distorted, so we're going to go ahead and replace this. Now officially DJI does not sell their own lens replacement kits, but you can get them from third parties, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to replace this lens. I ended up purchasing the RunCam RC18G. There's also a 16. I found that the 18 was a pretty good replacement for my camera. I am going to put some links in the description where you can purchase this lens. I also found another third-party lens that may work great because it looks like it doesn't have the focus adjustment, or maybe it's just a fixed focus to fit the air unit, so I'll go ahead and put a link in the description for that one as well, but I haven't tested it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and heat up the camera lens, not too much. We're going to evenly heat all the way around because there is glue behind it and we need to heat it up to break that loose in order to remove it. Alright, so now we're going to need to use some pliers to remove the lens, and you can see here that my plastic casing that goes around the lens actually broke apart. So we're going to go ahead and heat this thing up again because we're going to need to pull out the threaded barrel that's actually inside the camera body so we can reveal the camera sensor. Make sure to gently remove the lens. I know this one is broken, but there is a camera sensor behind that we do not want to get debris on or fingerprints or anything like that, so just remove it gently. Now it's time to place the focus nut on the new lens threading. Make sure you don't touch that lens there because you will need to clean it if you do. Alright, let's go ahead and thread this into the camera body and grab our goggles to adjust focus. Alright, now that we have our goggles and our drone powered up, let's go ahead and make some fine-tune adjustments to the lens while looking through the goggles to see what looks good. Now don't do something that's really close up, do something that's probably at least 5-10 feet away at a minimum to make sure that it looks crisp and clear. Once we have our focus exactly where we want it, we just need to go ahead and tighten up that nut so the camera thread does not come in and out. I opted to go ahead and use a tiny dab of super glue. I removed the thread a little bit, put a little dab in just behind the nut and the camera body, so that way the nut itself would get super glued as well as a little bit inside the threading on the body. And that is a wrap. Pretty simple replacement, guys, so hopefully this will save you some money. Those lenses are about $15. Links are in the description, as opposed to buying a new camera for around $70 or a new air unit for around $200. So if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel.